Welcome to the discussion on your quiz number 1. So once we discuss, please refer to the emailed answers or your scores para ma-check mo kung tama ang pointing and then kung papaano sinagutan itong quiz number 1. So let us first read the instructions. After reading the learning materials, watching the discussion videos, and looking for other references for Module 2, you may now assess your learning using Quiz 1. Click the button corresponding your answer for multiple choice questions. For journal entries, you need to upload a handwritten document in any file format. Make sure to submit the answers once accomplished. So, itong handwritten document, this is important to be able to know if you are really doing your assessment. So, merong mga nag-submit ng hindi handwritten document. So, merong sanctions for those who did not submit in handwritten document. So, let us proceed to with question number 1. What is the major purpose of the petty cash fund? So, the creation of the petty cash fund, based on our discussion, kaya nagki-create ng petty cash fund ay para, remember mo yung konsepto ng imprest system, di ba ang sabi doon, lahat ng collection should be deposited intact at lahat ng disbursements ay dapat through check. So, ang problem kasi kapag yung merong mga maliliit na items like for example 150 o kaya bibili lang ng ganitong item ng bond paper for example, kailangan pa bang i-check yon para ipangbayad sa vendor or sa supplier? So that is impractical. So para mas maging efficient yung operation, nagki-create ng petty cash fund so as yung mga maliliit or petty expenses ay kukunin na lang sa iisang fund. So normally merong isang cash box tapos nakalagay doon yung pera. So, yun ang major purpose ng creation ng petty cash fund, to be able to dispense the money para doon sa mga petty expenses. So, isa-isahin natin yung choices. A, to effectively plan cash inflow and outflows. Yes, para dun sa outflows, pero sa inflow, hindi yan ang concern ng petty cash kasi ang concern ng petty cash is yung palabas, yung outflow of funds. So normally, itong inflow, hindi yan ang purpose ng petty cash fund. So A is wrong. Letter D. Punta muna tayo sa letter D. To determine honesty of the employees. Well, the creation of the petty cash fund will not determine the honesty of the employees. So, madali mo identify that letter D is wrong. Hindi ma-determine agad ng petty cash fund yung honesty of the employees. It will depend on the controls na nandoon sa mismong fund. Okay, let's go with letter B. To effectively control cash disbursement. Pwede, pero kapag inanalyze mo itong disbursement kasi, disbursement is a very broad terminology. 'Di ba ang sinasabi sa petty cash fund, yung mga maliliit na expenses lang. Paano kapag malalaking expenses? Halimbawa, bibili ng photocopying machine o kaya bibili ng uh, yung gastusin for example for construction of a site o building, ganyan, that is disbursement. Pero, dapat ba yun kunin sa petty cash fund? Hindi, because ang kinukuha lang sa petty cash fund is yung mga maliliit na items na daily or regular or recurring na very impractical na every time na bibili nun ay i-issuehan pa ng check. So yung mga for example, purchase of a photocopying machine o kaya magko-construct ng building, normally talagang dapat issuehan ng cheque because it involves big amount or large amounts. So letter B is cannot be the purpose of the petty cash fund. So letter C is the answer. So bakit? To ease the payment of cash to vendors. So ang so etong answer sa letter C is more proper dahil pag magbabayad ka sa mga vendors, mas convenient na bayaran mo sila ng true cash than issuing a check kasi maliliit na items lang ang bibilin mo. Imagine kung bibili ka lang ng ball pens or ng supplies sa office or sa unit, kailangan pang mag-issue ng cheque, then yung cheque ibibigay pa sa vendor. Then i-encash pa ni vendor. So ang sinasabi dito, to ease the payment of cash to vendors, it is the purpose of the petty cash fund. Okay, that is for 3 points. Number 2, which of the following should not be considered as cash? So checks, money orders, currency, and coins, 3-month BSP Treasury bills. So isa-isahin natin. Obviously, the answer is letter D. Letter A, checks. Checks are generally considered as cash. Ang exception lang dito is yung mga post-dated checks. So, mga manager's check, traveler's check, they are considered as cash. Next, money orders. Ito, nandun mismo sa definitions na money orders are considered as cash. Anong ibig sabihin ba nitong mga money orders nito? Normally, parang naka-indicate, for example, itong mga money orders kasi nito, mga normally ini-issue ng mga post office, naka-indicate doon na kapag ipinresent mo itong particular certificate or slip na money order na yan, ay pwede mong i-convert agad-agad into cash. So, normally, mga postal money orders, mga ganun yan. So, it is considered as cash. Currency and coins, obviously, considered as cash yan. So, itong 3-month BSP Treasury bills, since this is a negotiable instrument, it is considered as a cash equivalent and not cash. For 3 points. Number 3, refer to the image below. So the question is, what amount should be reported as cash on December 31, 2019? So, ang tinatanong ay cash. Ano ba ang komposisyon ng cash? Cash on hand, cash in bank, at saka cash fund. So, yung treasury bill at time deposit na nandyan, since yan ay mga instrument, mga negotiable instruments, it is not considered as cash dahil kapag negotiable instrument, cash equivalent na ang cash equivalent na agad ang babagsakan nun, then i-qualify mo pa dun sa acquisition date niya. So, tingnan mo na lang dyan is the cash in checking account and the cash in money market account. So, cash in checking account, this is a cash in bank. Cash in money market account, this is a considered also as cash. So, what's the answer for number 3? That is 950,000. Yung 600,000 and 350,000 lang. Okay. Number 4. What amount should be reported as cash equivalent on December 31, 2019? Remember, ang tinatanong cash equivalent. So, baliktad dun sa number 3. Alisin mo na agad yung cash in checking account at cash in money market account dahil automatic yan ay cash. Ang titingnan mo yung negotiable instruments. Alin ba dyan? The treasury bill and the time deposit. So, unahin natin yung treasury bill. Diba, before we go to treasury bill, di ba ang sabi on cash equivalent, ang lagi mong titingnan is the acquisition date. It must be 3 months before the date of maturity. 3 months before the date of maturity. So, laging dun ka sa purchase date or acquisition date. Sa treasury bill, binili siya November 1, 2019, maturing on January 31, 2020. So, bilangin mo, November is 1 month, December is 1 month, January 31 is 1 month. So, 3 months siya. So, 4,100,000 is a cash equivalent. So, okay ka na dyan. Next, time deposit, purchase October 1, maturing March 31. So, October, siya binili. So, October ang count niyan. October, November, December, January, February, March. So, 6 months siya from the date of maturity, before the date of maturity. So, time deposit na 3.55 million is not considered as a cash equivalent. Ano ang tawag sa kanya? It can be classified as an investment, but not a cash equivalent. So, the answer for number 4 is letter C, yung 4,100,000 lang. That is 4 or 5 points. Number 5, what amount should be reported as cash and cash equivalent on December 31, 2018? So, cash and cash equivalent. So, tinatanong na dito lahat ng items ng cash at lahat ng items ng cash equivalent. So, lahat ng cash in bank, cash fund, cash on hand, at lahat ng negotiable instruments na nabili 3 months before the date of maturity. So, automatically, yung cash in checking account and cash in market account ay kasama na yan kaagad. Yung 1.6 and 3.35 million. So, let us qualify itong negotiable instruments mo. Yung treasury bill, binili siya on December 11, 2018. Magmamature siya ng January 25. So, December up to January 11 is 1 month. 1 month and 14 days. So, pasok ba siya sa 3 months? Pasok itong treasury bill. Next, time deposit purchase December, maturing March. So, binili siya December. So, ang count niyan, December hanggang January 20, 1 month yon. Then, January to February, 1 month. January 20 to February 20, 1 month. February 20 to March 20, 1 month. So, hanggang March 20 siya ay 3 months na, pero dahil siya ay magmamature on March 31, 2019, lagpas na siya sa 3 months na rule. So, ibig sabihin, itong time deposit na 3.5 million ay hindi na yan dapat kasali. So, ang kasali lang, yung 1.6, yung 3.35 million, at 4.66 million. Itong tatlo sa taas. So, pag tinotal mo yan, the answer is letter A, 9,610,000. That is for 5 points. So, kung meron ka na-encounter ng mga questions while we are discussing this, you can relay it to the comment section in the Google Classroom or pwedeng isama doon sa gagawing questions ng class president para magawa natin siya ng isang discussion video. So, next, number 6. What total amount should be reported as cash at year-end? Binigyan ka ng CSD provided the following info at year-end comprising the cash account. So, binigyan ka ng detalye, cash in bank, cash on hand, and so on. Ang tinatanong is the total amount of to be reported as cash. So, ano-ano ba yung mga cash na yan? The cash on hand, cash in bank, and the cash fund. So, isa-isahin natin. The cash in bank, 6 million, kasama yan. Cash on hand, 100,000, kasama yan. Postage stamp unused. Ano ibig sabihin itong postage stamp unused? Natatandaan mo, pag nagpapadala ka sa post office, di ba merong nilalagay doon na mga selyo o yung mga stamp, yung mga 15 pesos, 30 pesos. So, it depends kung ano ang value nung iyong parcel. So, ano ibig sabihin nito? Postage stamp unused, hindi pa siya nagagamit pero meron ka on your cash box. So, yun ay supplies. So, supplies yun. So, hindi siya kasali sa cash. Separate yun. So, itong postage stamp unused, hindi yan kasali. Certificate of time deposit, this is a cash equivalent. So, hindi yan kasali. Money order. Money order, specifically nakalagay sa standard, ito ay kasali as a cash, as a component of cash. So, itong money order is part. Kasali yung 45,000. Manager's check. Manager's check and traveler's check, naka-indicate din yan. Yung mga classifications ng check na yan ay considered as a cash. Ano ibig sabihin kasi ng manager's check? Good as cash na kasi yan, pati yung traveler's check. Parang sinicertify ng bank na merong na once you have decided to encash or withdraw that particular check, ay okay na yan for cleared na yan automatically, yung managers and travelers check. So, kasali yung 120,000 and 500,000. Itong post-dated customer check, yan ay hindi kasali because yung date kasi niyan is on a later date. So, kahit na yan ay hawak mo na ngayon, yung control dun sa in possession noong mismong cash ay hindi pa natin ma-establish dahil hindi mo pa nga yan pwedeng i-encash ngayon. on a later date pa. So, kaya siya post-dated. So, ano lang nakasali? Cash in bank, cash on hand, money order, manager's check, traveler's check, and the post and manager's check and traveler's check. So, yun, pag tinotal mo, it should be 6,765,000. Letter A. That is for 6 points. Tama ba? Cash in bank, cash on hand, money order, manager's check, traveler's check. Okay. 6,765,000. Okay, let us refer to the image. Anong requirement dito? The requirement is to prepare the journal entries under Impress Fund System and under Fluctuating Fund System. So, meron sa inyo mga nag-submit na ang binigay lang is the Fluctuating Fund System. So, next time, please always read the requirements para kumpleto yung sinesend nating sagot. Okay, under the Impress, let's go with the journal entries under the Impress Fund System. I think it is better kung chine-check mo muna, hawak mo yung mismong sagot mo while you are viewing this video para mas madali mong maintindihan because I will not be flashing yung answer key nito. Ididikta ko lang siya. So, let's go. Dahil konti lang naman siya. On March 22, sabi, 10,000 was established as petty cash fund. So, under Impress Fund System muna tayo. Paano mag-establish ng fund under Impress? Parehas lang sa fluctuating. You debit petty cash fund, 10,000. Then you credit cash in bank. Next, March 23 to 28, merong expenses daw na na-incur. Tapos, in-itemize dyan. Under the Impress Fund System, what is the journal entry? There is no formal journal entry under the Impress Fund System. Dahil ang sinasabi doon, dahil petty expenses siya, wag mo na munang i-journalize at i-journalize mo na lang when you are replenishing the fund. So, no entry. So, kanina, yung establishment ng petty cash fund on March 22, that is 1 point. So, i-check mo. Then, yung no entry, that is 1 point. I need na makita yung mismong term na no entry or no formal journal entry para makita natin that you already learned yung konsepto ng impress versus fluctuating. Next, the fund is replenished on April 1 and increased by 6,000. So, nag-replenish na daw ng April 1 and increase pa ng 6,000 on April 1. So, pwedeng compound entry, pwede ring magkahiwalay. So, paano mag-replenish? Yung expenses mo kanina, ngayon mo siya i-establish. You debit postage, 1,1. Debit supplies, 1,9. Debit transportation expense, 2,000. Debit miscellaneous expense, 1,000. Debit, pwedeng isama mo na dito, debit petty cash fund, 6,000 yung pagkaka-increase niya. And then, you credit cash in bank, 12,000. Because yung increase na 6,000 at saka yung nireplenish na fund na 6,000. So, that is the end, that is for 5 points. 5 points yun. So, naglagay na lang ako ng considerations for other. Nilagyan ko ng 2 points. Yung ibang hindi nakuha. Yung iba na mali, yung answer. Pero yung mga iba na talagang maling-mali ay walang nakuhang points dyan. Ang binigyan ko yata ng 2 points dyan ay yung mga naglagay ng postage, supplies, transpo, and miscellaneous expenses na in-itemize yung 1,1, 1,9, 2,000, and 1,000. But the others, hindi ko nalang binigyan dahil based on my analysis and discretion ay mali ang pagkakaintindi noong Impress Fund System. Okay, now let's go with the Fluctuating Fund System. On March 22, in-establish yung fund. So, same entry ka lang. For 1 point, debit petty cash fund, credit cash in bank, 10,000. 1 point lang yun. Next, under March 23 to 28, yung expenses. So, under sa fluctuating fund system, kapag na-incur yung expenses for a particular period, diretso ibawas ka agad sa petty cash fund. So, paanong entry? You just debit postage, 1,1, debit supplies 1,9, debit transportation expense 2,000, debit miscellaneous expense 1,000, credit petty cash fund 6,000. So that is 4 points. So 4 points na 'yon under sa fluctuating. Meron mga iba ang ginawa is they debit expenses, then credit petty cash fund, buo 6,000. So hindi na niya pinaghiwalay. Nagbigay ako ng 2 points as consideration para doon. If you will go back on the video, in-specify ko doon na for discussion purposes ay nakalump yung expenses doon because nakalump muna yung expenses doon for discussion purposes, but in actual practice hindi nangyayari na you debit a general term expenses and then you credit sa petty cash fund. Talagang naka-itemize yan kasi gustong makita din ng management kung saang mga klaseng nature of expenses na pupunta on ang kanilang petty cash fund kasi baka mamaya ay kung saan sa ang nature or classification ng expenses na pupunta ang petty cash fund. So for monitoring ay kailangan ma-indicate kung anong klaseng expenses 'yon, kung pang supplies ba, transpo, miscellaneous and others. So 2 points ang consideration for doon. Pero kung i-breakdown mo siya postage, supplies, transpo, and miscellaneous, you will get 4 points. Next, the replenishment of the fund and the increase of the 6,000 on April 1. How do you journalize this under the fluctuating fund system? So simply lang, you debit petty cash fund and then you credit cash in bank. What is the amount? It should be 12,000. So that is for 1 point. So dapat 12,000. Merong mga naglagay 6,000. Bakit? Bakit po 12,000? Simply because yung ni-recognize mong expenses kanina ay ni-replenish na ngayon. So 6,000 plus in-increase pa yung fund ng 6,000, so 12,000 na. Remember kapag 6,000 ang nilagay mo dyan, ang magiging running balance mo ay 10,000. Di ba ang establishment ng fund mo ay 10,000 at the beginning nung March 22, then nabawasan lang siya ng expenses on March 22 to 28 na 6,000, ni-replenish mo na siya ngayon. So dapat 10 plus 6,000 yan. So ang ending balance mo dapat ng petty cash fund is 16,000. So kung gagawin mong 6,000 ang entry mo dyan sa April 1, ay mamamali na yung running balance. Hindi mo ni-represent yung increase or hindi mo ni-represent yung replenishment. So ang entry doon ay debit PCF, credit cash in bank 12,000. So that is for 1 point. So ang total niyan ay 13 points. Doon sa Impress Fund System, 7 points lahat yon, and under sa fluctuating ay 6 points lahat. So kung meron kang questions related dito ay pwede mong i-send sa iyong class president para ma-compile niya, and then I will make a discussion kung kailangan mong gawa ng discussion pa, pero kung hindi na, sasagutin ko na lang siya siguro using the classroom. So by now you should be having the results of the scores of your quiz number 1. So I think that ends the discussion on quiz number 1 for the topic cash and cash equivalent. So on the next modules, we will be trying to have yung mga short quizzes na tulad nito para nang sa ganun ay na-assess natin yung learning on the module and the discussion videos. So I think that ends the discussion. Thank you and keep safe.